And now, live from Hollywood, California, all the way from Smokesylvania, it's the Count Smokula Show.
I like rap. She likes Rhapsody.
Bring out the map. Let's find some harmony.
Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show.
I like rock.
I like hillbilly. Look at the clock.
It's that time, you silly bee.
Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show. We have surprises.
We have guests.
We only have the very best.
Opinions to get off our chest.
So on with the flow of the Count Smokula Show.
I like pop.
I like R&B.
Please don't stop.
Bring out the comedy. Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show. Come to the Count Smokula, Count Smokula, Count Smokula Show.
Once again, that's right, the famous theme song. Once again, you happy, happy people out there in TV land have tuned in to the world's greatest talk show, the Count Smokula Show. I am Count Smokula, your host. And this, of course, the Spectacular Susi, the great co-host. And we're happy again to be here today with guests like you would not believe it.
Yes.
Some of these guests you never even seen on the street. Some of them don't even have feet. I'm
Some
telling
of
you.
them breathe fire.
That's right. They breathe fire like you wouldn't believe. That's why this show is so scorching that if you are too close to your TV set, you may find yourself a little toasty by the end of the show.
I felt the heat. I felt the heat.
That's right. The heat was felt by the
heat was
Spectacular
on.
Susi. The Spectacular Susi, of course, the world's greatest volleyball player, is also one of the world's greatest queens of nature because she always liked the animals, right? And the
Yes.
plants.
Love the animals a lot. Used to be an animal trainer.
That's right. She was a great animal trainer, and that's why, as a special surprise to the Spectacular Susi, we brought today, in this show of shows, this amazing world of the great Ted Shred. Ted Shred is one of the animal handlers, trainers, wranglers, one of the
Yes.
greatest in the world. He came with his partner.
He
His
came with
partner,
Michael.
Michael Rader.
When I saw them, I just fell in love. They have animals that you would die for. Oh, they're so sweet. And Ted's not bad either, I'll tell you
That's
that.
right. Ted's a cutie.
So
They
is
have
Michael.
over 100 animals. He wrangles, he tames, he pets,
Wrangles.
he shows. That's right. That's Ted and Michael. Then also,
He does something else on the
Ted
side.
does something else. More than a chili eating competition.
He could make the chili with what he does.
That's right. Ted could make the chili because he breathes, manipulates, eats, ingests, and plays with fire like you've never seen before in your entire lives. No matter what you do, where you go, you have never in your life seen a show like this because the Ted Shred will breathe fire for
I
it.
hope he's not going to burn us down.
That's right. He won't because he's an experienced pyrotechnicalist.
Oh, okay.
That's right. We got him and Michael
We
a
got
little
him.
later in the show. Now, right away, we want to get right back into our life-affirming affirmations. If you're ready in the booth there, we got
Okay,
Count
what have we got?
Smokula's affirmations. This was inspired, again, by my oily youth in Smokesylvania.
These
Then-
affirmations are like going back to Catholic school.
Everything going back, that's
Only
right.
Count style.
That's right, because when I was a boy in Smokesylvania, they used to call me Nature Boy. I bet you-
400 years ago.
That's right, 496 years ago.
What
when I
did you
was-
do in nature? I can't imagine you doing anything in nature. What did you do?
I used to run around in nature like you wouldn't believe it. With my
Nude?
Semi-nude. A little semi. Why, you run around nude in the nature?
See, he wants to know it. Listen,
was
typical
shy.
male. 400 years didn't help him
I
any.
was bottomless, but I always wore something on the top. You in Smokesylvania, you protect your chest.
Oh, teach me
now
something, Count.
let's look at today's nature-inspired affirmation.
Oh.
And Susie will help me. And all the fellows
All
listen.
right.
With my great animal powers, I will conquer the world. One more time.
Okay, with my great animal powers, I will conquer the world. All right.
You see, and that's because
Now, what are we talking about here, animal powers?
we are talking about the very fact
Yeah.
that the human being has an animal nature.
We talking about sex? Tell me.
Are we talking about sex?
Is that what we're talking about?
I don't know. I think sex is part of it.
Are we talking about, aggression?
Aggression, the pheromones, everything about a human. You
Nurturing?
can learn.
We're talking about something nice too? Nurturing?
Nurturing.
Yeah, I'll
You
go
can
for that
learn
part.
it from the animals.
Look at
believe
his
it.
eyes get all
If you
soft and
watch
bushy.
the animals very carefully, you see things in the animals.
I like animals.
I like
They're
them too.
cool. They're really
cool.
straight out.
They tell it like it is. How's that?
Without
being
words.
Hip.
Except for the parrots.
The parrots, they
Yeah.
tell it like it should be. The one parrot goes, I love you! I love you! I do! All the time. It's crazy. Some of them, they say the four-letter words, like, what's a
we'll
four-letter
skip those.
word?
We'll skip those
we
words.
will skip them. But you know what I brought today, too, Susan?
What did you bring?
Since we were talking about the animals, it brought me back to my wild and crazy youthful days in Smokesylvania. And since Ted came here, he probably never had experience with the domesticated pets, the house pets of Smokesylvania, like you wouldn't
Like
believe.
what? Like
well, here, let's see it in the monitor. These are the domestic pets of Smokesylvania. We got a few very, very special
Well, this looks
pets.
all very normal.
Most people have never seen it. Let's see the
What's
Jackamilla.
the difference between
Here's the Jackamilla.
The Jackamilla. This looks kind of like a baby,
But this
a
is-
baby count.
Can we get this? There we
Does
go.
it look like a baby count?
Well, yeah. But we keep them in Smokesylvania.
Is this from your memory that you're drawing this?
This is an actual picture of a Jackamilla. This eats roots, shoots, and leaves.
It eats lewd shoots.
No.
Is that what?
Eats roots, shoots, and leaves. It's a wild pet. You wouldn't.
Okay.
I mean, we domesticate them.
What
in Smokesylvania.
other
Okay,
animals do
the
you got
next
here?
one. This one.
Now, this is
the
definitely.
The lubipus. Did you ever
Lubipus.
see a lubipus?
Well, I've seen something that looks like it. It reminds me of that folklore with the wolves.
The wolves.
And then the two boys. You know?
the Romulus and
Yeah,
the Remus.
yeah.
This walks in and out of your life, a lubipus. We keep them. They make nice
Mythology
pets.
here.
They eat a lot, but
I think he's dreaming. He's been reading too many mythology books.
No,
What else
this
have we
is
got?
really in Smokesylvania. We have these things. You maybe don't have them here because this is the Sudaflex. I used to have one when I was a kid.
Sudaflex or Sudaflux?
The Sudaflux. I'm sorry. We call it Sudaflex.
Now, what
The
is this
Sudaflex-
thing supposed to be doing
It's
here?
the funny thing about this animal. It foams at the mouth when it's aroused.
It's orange.
Like you wouldn't believe. So you try to keep it very calm. You play it classic music of
They all look
Smokesylvania.
like you.
They do? You think? Well, in Smokesylvania, this is what we
This
have.
is a self-image,
This
people,
is what we have.
self-portrait.
This is what we
Okay,
have.
what have we got? The last
Now-
one here.
Now, this one,
Let's
my
get this
little-
torture
one of my
over
little
with.
bro- They had a Ferengal. This
A
was
Ferengal.
a Ferengal. This
Sounds
follows
very
in
German.
It follows in your footsteps. You know, one time Smokesylvania was near Germany in Europe. Of course,
A Ferengal.
It was a little
Okay.
cold.
Engel means angel.
It does. Is that right?
Yeah, so it's a Ferengal.
A Ferengal with
Okay.
fur on it.
All right.
And we had one. It follows in your footsteps. It's a very nice pet.
Okay.
If you ever should go to Smokesylvania, you could find a Ferengal.
I'm not going for any of this
I don't know if
stuff.
they're legal to
Nothing.
have in the state of
No
California,
way.
but no,
I'm not going for
they're
it.
nice animals. They are really good pets, and some of them actually the Ferengal. Now that
It's like that Jacko.
the Jackamilla.
What is that one in the?
What? It's the Jackamilla.
No,
They
that
talk.
one.
They have funny sounds though. That's the funny. The Jackamilla, for instance, they go yeah.
He's so serious.
Yeah. Well, it's serious animals. Now, I want to do right now. Let's do. Susie has a movie review for us. A quickie movie review of a movie everybody's seen but the Count. So
That's right. He
let's-
hasn't seen it, so I want to
haven't
give him the
seen it. I
review.
need to know.
Susie's Savvy Screenings right
That's
over
right.
here.
Susie Savvy Screenings.
This is Fargo. I know we've all seen it. It's won awards, all this kind of stuff. He hasn't seen it. Okay, the thing is, I don't get it. I just don't get it. That was like a really crummy movie. This guy gets stuck in some wood chip thing. There's this lady that's, yep, she's going around pregnant, which I thought was good. She was good. She saved the movie. but it was about the most disgusting individuals doing the most disgusting things with this kind of corny lady. And I thought, why would anybody go see it? And why would anybody vote for it? So this is my wonderful 2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs down. I
Fargo.
gotta see it. I love
Now
movies.
he's gonna go see
I
it
love
from
movies that you love to hate because then there's something to talk about.
I don't
at
get
those
it.
fancy
Academy
cocktail
Award
parties.
people, I don't get it.
That's right. Didn't that movie stink? Didn't
I thought
that
it
movie
stunk.
stink? This was a great movie. This was a bad
No, the
movie.
woman was good.
Something to talk about. Now, we got a reading, Susie, from the Bible, our Bible, the Weekly World
I
News.
love
And you know,
these.
if
I
you
love
read
these. They're
the
so
Weekly World
corny.
News,
I like.
this is the Weekly. This
Yeah.
is I got it in the actual supermarket this week. You can find
Okay.
this is all the news that fits.
I think they all come from Superman.
This one about the third prophecy of fatigue. I don't know about this, but since it's an animal nature show, like you
Okay.
wouldn't believe it, and you
Okay.
better stay tuned because you will see.
He likes that
animals nature.
animalistic stuff. I could tell. Oh, guys are all like.
This is a famous. This is an article that I think is really important for people. The women, can we see this in the monitor? The women treat their men like they treat their dogs, says the study. And if the
That
study,
could be good or bad. Depends on how you treat your dog.
this is for the guys out there to watch out because the question is, how will your gal treat you?
Yeah, you
They
might
say,
get steak, lots of strokes, might
That's
be
right.
cuddled and loved.
you got it. That's the pamperer.
Mm-hmm.
The woman wants to make sure everything is just perfect for her pet. This kind of woman is the kind of woman you want.
Just have to make sure she's not the neutering kind. You know
The
what I mean?
neutering kind. Well, if she runs around in a neuter, that's okay.
We're talking about
But
them up here.
yeah, if she pampers, this is good for you. The control freak, the one that rules the
Sit.
canine. With,
Do.
you know these that's right. And she'll do this to you guys. Be careful. Just watch how she treats the dog. Now then, we have the careless owner.
Just don't bug me.
That's right.
Do your
you,
thing.
You better get used to
Be
this
quiet.
because she could be hot and then she'd be cold like an ice cube, like you wouldn't believe it. It
Yeah.
would be a terrible thing. Watch how she treats her canine. Then we got the lovey-dovey owner.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
poochie,
Oh,
smoochie,
moochie,
oh, sweet to
moochie,
poochie, poochie.
The tail.
Yeah. Then if you're the kind like the Count that's embarrassed by public displays of affection, she would make you vomit
I
in
didn't
the
know
public
that.
because she would
Didn't know that.
mortify you by going hoochie coochie smoochy, and you would be
You
at
don't
some
like
important
this.
social event like in the White House or something, and instead of poochie coochieing you, she may be poochie coochieing the president.
Oh, well,
don't
I
know.
wonder what Ted Shred does with his animals.
We'll find out. I
Yeah.
think Ted's really good. We got one more, the fickle owner, and you better watch out for this one because she's the one that wants to change the animals all the time, and she'll change you. So, guys, look at the way she treats
the
her
pup.
pup.
The
That's
pup.
right. Okay.
What's
now,
happening with Ted? I can't
Let's
wait.
get Ted. We
Wanna
gotta
see
see
Ted and Mike.
You know what?
Get 'em
I
out
think
here.
we got to go into the nature, into the wild. We can't
Yeah.
do justice with the Ted in
Okay,
the
let's
studio.
go outside.
Let's go outside and let's go
see
meet
Ted.
Ted Shred
Yeah.
and Michael Rader and the animals and the fire breathing.
right.
Oh, there's Ted Shred. We got a picture.
Hey, Ted
Okay.
Shred, what are you going to do for us? What kind of fire are you going to breathe?
Well, Susie, I'm a fire manipulator, and what I'm going to do here is probably one of the hardest tricks in the book. I'm going to take a flaming torch, we'll light it up right now, and I'm going to run this torch not only in my mouth, but down my throat and extinguish it in my esophagus. Now, any young influential adults out there or kids, don't try this at home. Take it to school or the mall, you'll get a lot better response there. All right, here we go.
Okay, let's
Ready?
see it. Okay. Oh. That hurts just looking at it. Oh my gosh, great. Oh no.
Okay,
okay?
Susie, all right, I've had a hard time keeping it up under pressure, so okay, that was a trick there, actually.
Are you going to show us the trick?
Yeah, I'll show, yeah, it's a retractable wand there, so that's where it works.
Got fooled, okay.
There we go. But I will teach you a little bit of fire eating. Let's
Okay.
get on to that.
So this is real now?
This is real.
This is real.
This
Okay,
is
we
real
want to see
fire
something real.
entering my mouth. And
Okay.
It's not going to go down my throat, but it's going to go in my mouth, and I will extinguish it in my mouth.
Okay.
And as you can see, let me put my lighter down here.
Now, this is real fire. I feel the heat. This is real fire.
And I can transfer the fire on my hands like
Oh,
that. So you got
that's magic.
2 flames now going there. And it is hot. It does burn on the hands.
I can feel it. You still know
Okay. With the wind here, I'm going to try to extinguish these in my mouth without igniting myself here. So here we
Okay.
go. If you want to step back a little bit. here we go.
Okay. All right, there he goes. Oh, I felt that. Yikes. Whoa, got one. One down. Next one, is he going to make it?
Keep an eye on my tongue. I'll light my tongue on fire for you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see the black stuff left over on his tongue. Oh, he did it. Oh, no, he didn't.
There
He
you go.
did it. He did it. He's not on fire.
Now you want a brief demonstration, a little fire breathing?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to stand back for this and
All right.
keep your eye on my hand. It never leaves my body. I don't know why I say that, but it sounds good.
All right. Okay, let's see some fire breathing. This reminds me of a dragon here. Okay.
A lot of people don't realize how flammable Gatorade it can really be. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, I'm
All
gonna
right.
jump out of the way.
Stand back here.
Okay, let's watch this flammable Gatorade. I'm back here. Wait. Which way? I'm hiding behind him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I felt the heat. I felt it on my back.
Yeah, that gets pretty intense. That's one of the hardest tricks to do. They call it volcano mouth. I just call it fire breathing. I've been known to blow anywhere from 8 to 15 foot. I was in the movie The Crow 2, and I did a 15-foot flame in there during the Day of the Dead parade.
Well, you're not only a fire manipulator, you're also a animal wrangler.
Yes, I am.
Actor,
Stuntman, director.
He
Yeah.
does everything, guys.
Yeah. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to go ahead and bring Count Smokula on here, and then I'd also invite my assistant, Michael Rader, to bring out a snake here. Michael, why don't we start with the cobra?
Oh, this was so exciting. This was so exciting. Did a great Ted shred. It's unbelievable. They didn't do things like this in Spotsylvania.
Right on over here.
Okay. We got some animals that Ted shred brought.
What is this now? Tell us about this cobra.
This is a Brazilian false water cobra. It's not a true cobra, but the snake does come from Brazil. It has a full hood. When it's scared or upset, it can flare up a hood just like a cobra and sit up like that. It has all the appearance of a cobra, the short head, the large scales, and their rear fang. They don't have deadly venom in them, but they do have a venom that can make a severe injury or bite if they bite you. In the wild, this thing can bite like a frog or fish because they eat a lot of aquatic animal life that live along the rivers in Brazil. It can put it in paralysis in order for it to go ahead and swallow it because it's not a constrictor.
So this snake is poisonous.
Yes, it is.
Does he like the nose?
Okay.
I think he's like.
There you go.
I'm not
little snake
moving.
charming
He
here.
likes the music.
I'm
Snake
not
charming?
moving. Oh, she's running
leaving.
away.
He's leaving.
I don't know why. It always has that
Be
effect.
careful. Don't get her mad.
Okay,
It always
let's
has
bring
that
out
effect on these
another
snakes.
snake here. The next one we're going to bring out is a real popular snake in the pet trade. It's called the Colombian red-tailed boa.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one that I bred over at my own compound, and it's her name is Bardot. And as they're getting Bardot out here, I'll tell you a little more about her. She's what they call a yellow phase, and it's rare to have them come out with a lot of yellow to them. And the tail, instead of being red, is more of an orange.
So she's real pretty.
Yeah.
She's
And-
gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's why she's,
Oh, yeah.
that's why she's Bordeaux.
She's about 6 feet long. She's three and a half years old, and she weighs probably about 10 to 15 pounds right now. And she eats like rats, and she actually likes chicken drumsticks. We go to the grocery store and just get regular chicken drumsticks, warm them up in hot water, and she'll eat like 4 or
Chicken
5 of
wings.
them.
That's what we like in Spotsylvania. She's invited anytime. Oh,
She's a baby, right?
She's coming,
Yeah,
but
Little
she's still a
baby.
baby.
she's now attacking the house that she lives in. Here she's Bardo. She's
Yeah.
Now
gorgeous.
this I want to
like,
touch.
just like
Yeah.
Bridget.
Now we all know that snakes are not wet; they
No.
are cold.
Yeah, they're dry. They're cold-blooded because
Cold-blooded.
reptiles don't have the ability to produce metabolic heat.
So if she's out in the sun, she's warm, right?
Yeah, she'll warm up and absorb. They like to bask in the sun.
Lovely, lovely.
There you go.
lovely.
And snakes, they don't have ears like other reptiles and stuff, so everything they do is by feeling a vibration and smelling. You see their tongue coming out. It's picking out particles out of the air for them to smell
She
with.
wants to go to Ted.
They call it a red-tailed boa.
Yeah, it's...
Tail
Red
is-
in the tail.
She's gorgeous. She's like, you wouldn't believe it. She's like
right.
Bridget
Let's
Bardot.
put
Even
Bordeaux
better.
up. And then go ahead and let's bring out Vinny. Yeah,
Vinny.
Vinny is what they call a Salvatore water monitor, and they come from Southeast Asia, Indonesia, the
Kind of like a
Philippines.
little kimono dragon.
Yes, basically, the closest thing to a Komodo dragon that you can actually own in captivity. And they get, actually, full grown, they get about 8 feet long, and they can weigh up to 200 pounds. And you've seen them in different TV shows, like the movie The Freshman with Marlon Brando and Matthew Broderick. They had one, they called it a Komodo dragon, but it was a Salvatore water monitor. Komodo dragons are illegal to own. These are legal to own. You can have these as pets, if you want to keep a pet that big around.
And what do they eat? Cat food?
Actually, no. He eats like steak, chicken, beef livers, heart, chicken gizzards.
It's a real carnivore, huh?
Yeah, and then he also will eat small rats and mice when offered to. There's Vinny.
Look at the
Cool. I
nails
like
on this
Vinny.
guy. Can you see
Oh
the
yes,
nails?
yeah,
He's
their
got
nails.
claws.
Yeah, they can tear up and shred meat.
Count, are you still alive?
Yeah, he's tickling me. He's tickling me.
Yeah, their tails are they use for defense and also for hunting. They'll hunt in packs. Actually, they've found out in the last 5 or 8 years that these guys will actually go out like 2 and 3 at a time. One will lay down a path going to a watering hole, while the other animal will chase something down, like a small antelope or pig, and they'll use the tail to break the front legs out of them, and then they'll take them down and bite them. They also eat a lot of carrion, which is like old, spoiled meat that they find laying around that other animals have left behind, and they build up bacteria in their gum line in the wild. And that bacteria can make a very deadly bite. They bite something, the bacteria is injected in it.
Infection.
Yeah, and the infection will happen. So an animal will go lame or something. They'll follow the animal up to 3-4 days, tracking it, wait for it to drop, and then they'll go ahead and kill it and eat it.
That's interesting. Feels very, very beaded. Feels like beaded work here.
Yeah.
You gotta
What
brush
else
the
have you?
teeth.
Oh, yeah. What?
You gotta brush the teeth so he won't hurt
Yeah,
anybody.
the beaded texture is very, very popular at Thieves Market. You'll see them on a lot of cowboy boots. They use these guys. It's really sad. They use these guys for cowboy boots and stuff of that nature.
Well, he is pretty, but let's hope we.
Yeah.
He's a nice
Well,
fellow.
let's
Not a
keep
wearable
on
item, yeah.
wearables.
He's a nice fellow.
Okay,
Who else
well,
we got?
All right,
yeah.
let's go
Who
ahead.
else we got?
Let's bring out one of the tortoise. Let's bring out the tortoise. Yeah, we got a tortoise with you. That's native of California.
What makes him special?
Well, actually, it's a she. She's special. She came to me. She was abandoned by some people that had her, and they didn't want her anymore. And they'd had her for like about 8 years. I've had her for about 3 myself. And her name, we call her Lumpy. And she apparently had well, when she was younger, she had a vitamin deficiency, and so her shell became very lumpy, as opposed to a real nice, smooth-looking shell like you see on the California desert
She's
tortoises.
kind of the Frankenstein of the.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here she is.
There's Lumpy.
Yeah.
Ready for his close-up.
Oh, lumpy.
Ready for the close-up.
I think he's nice looking. I think it's a nice lumpy shape.
Yeah, these guys are protected. They're endangered in California, Nevada, Arizona, and I think up in parts of Colorado too. They're protected. You can obtain these tortoises if you're approved and stuff through an adoption program with a couple different tortoise societies. We've got Lumpy. Lumpy was abandoned. Being a certified animal wrangler, we get to use Lumpy in a lot of films and things of that nature and commercials.
And nothing's abused, right?
No, nothing's abused. Everything is taken care of. Ultimate care.
As
And
you see, they're very friendly.
yeah,
You know.
I mean, most turtles
Lumpy
will not
just
let you
wants to
pet
take
their
a
head. They'll jerk their head into their shell and stuff.
That's
but
right,
she's
that's
just-
right.
Yeah, she just loves to be handled and
He's
hand-fed.
cool. She reminds me of a teacher we used to have in Smokesylvania because the teacher also taught us something.
Oh, okay.
Lumpy.
Was she
Okay,
lumpy?
What else have we got?
Okay, let's go to the furry creatures. We brought something that's illegal in California. We're the only state in the nation, other than Hawaii, that is these animals are still legal in, and I don't know why they will not legalize these. It's a ferret.
I had a ferret. I love ferrets, but I needed a special permit, so
Yeah.
he's right.
Why is that? They're nice
Oh,
and
may I-
friendly, right?
Well, yeah, they're terrific. They're great pets. They're better than a cat and stuff. Yeah, that's Taz.
Look at
And Taz is a sable ferret, little male. And he's been used in he just finished a movie called Little Cobras 2. He was one of the stars in that. And he's just, they claim that California was once a poultry state, and the reason that they made these illegal is because they would eat chickens and stuff. And that's, I mean, they could, but they're not going to go out in the wild and do that. And then they're also worried that if they get out in the wild, they'll cause an ecological disaster and stuff, that they can crossbreed with the native polecat. Which in the wild, if this thing came,
Black-footed ferret. That's the one that used to be native here.
yeah, well, the polecat is a member of the same family, the Mustang family, Muscatine family.
Muscatine?
Yeah, something like that. They're the skunks and all those animals.
Yeah.
But a polecat is closer related to a skunk. And if this critter came along to a polecat in the wild, the polecat probably end up killing this. So
Well, they
it's
do
not.
have a scent gland.
Yes, they do.
And if you touch them for a little while, you smell very musky, but it's a nice smell. It's like perfume.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so.
That's nice.
Kind of like Giorgio Armani.
Yeah, well, they do use this. They do use the musk and perfume. I've had a lot of fun with these ferrets. They used to chase a ball. They were housebroken. They were, in cat sand.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy them. What else have we got with our
Well,
little guy?
we've got a macaw. I'm going to have to go in and grab the macaw if you guys want to go ahead and talk
Then
one
we can-
second. And I'll go ahead. Yeah, watch the ferret here,
ferret.
and I will go get the macaw. I'll be right back.
Okay, can you hold the speakerphone? The
The microphone, yeah. This is a ferret. I wonder why they call it a ferret,
Yeah.
because it ferrets around, or that's what they say?
The word ferocious comes from ferret.
They're ferrets.
Yes, because they are
This
very,
is
very
ferocious.
lovable. They get sweet as they get older, but if you attack them, they will go for a juggler. Only if attacked are they ferocious.
They're also known to take out
I would-
snakes and eat venomous snakes.
Right?
When,
Are they immune to the venom?
No, they're not immune, but because of their claws
fast?
and their teeth, and their quickness also, they can take on a snake, and a lot of times they will win. Or even if they don't win, they will injure the snake so badly. Sometimes the snake will die later from its
Right.
injuries. So
They're also diggers. They're on the ground. They don't know anything about heights, but they love to dig. And you can see the flat little forehead on top. That's good for pushing up the dirt.
oh, here comes the macaw.
Okay, here comes the
Here's a friend of macaw.
So they don't.
Who is
Get
this
jealous.
guy?
This one here is Masala. Masala is a Catalina macaw. She's crossed between a scarlet macaw and a blue gold. A lot of people opposed to doing hybrids with the macaws, but in the wild, the Catalina does exist. The areas of where the scarlets and the blue golds are, they do cross over and they will interbreed in the wild. So it's not like it's a what they call a designer breed animal.
But she's a gorgeous bird. Look at that.
If I hold my finger to her, will she bite me, or may I do that?
She'll probably bite. She's
May
real
I try
protective.
It very slowly,
Yeah, if you
hold
break. Yeah, if you
my
break.
hand?
Yeah, you want to go up there?
See?
You want to go up to?
Oh, is
go
she
up to
gonna
Susie?
take me?
I don't want him to eat the Spectacular Susi. That wouldn't be good.
Hello, sweetheart. Hello.
You want to see that she's an LA bird?
Is she an LA bird?
Yeah.
What is she gonna do?
Masala, stick them up. Come on, stick them up. Put your wings up. Put them up. Stick them up. There you go. Carjacking. There you go.
Unbelievable. Does she talk?
Yes, she says, hi, I love you, rock and roll, up yours.
Would she say it now? Something? Masala, say hello. Hi.
Hello,
You tell Susie, I love you. Say, I love you.
sweetheart.
I think she's more nervous being
She's
out
very
there.
nervous. Thank you very much
Yeah,
for being here.
she's-
She's beautiful.
This is
Look at
great.
her.
This is beautiful. Masala and all the other animals. This is the great Ted Shred, the great fire eater, animal wrangler.
She wants to stay with Susie.
She's gonna stay with me now. I'm gonna stay there. I'll take her home with me.
Come on, Masala. Come on, step up. Step up, honey. Come on.
Okay.
Very cool. Okay, thanks so much, Ted.
Thank you very much.
A real pleasure.
All right.
I'm gonna
take care.
smooth with these guys afterwards.
Okay. All right.
And thank you, Michael Rader. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
This is great. We'll see you next time. Be happy. Oh, we're not over yet, so keep watching the show. We'll have more of it, Ted and Michael and the Spectacular Susi and everybody. See you later. This was unbelievable, wasn't it?
I was in seventh heaven.
That was fun. That was really nice. And we have right here the great Ted Shred. Thank you so much
thank you,
again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Susie, thank you.
Loved it.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's really
Made
a
my
pleasure.
day.
You know,
Mike was
Ted,
great.
the amazing. I wanted to call this show "The Amazing World of Ted Shred" because it's so amazing. Not only is he with the fire manipulation and the animal wrangling, but he's also one of the great martial artists of all time. And Ted, I wanted to ask you about what, because I noticed on your resume the CV curriculum, the Kempo Karate.
Yeah.
What is this?
Kempo, it's a combination of karate and kung fu. I do that. I'm also studying right now Taekwondo and kickboxing. And it's actually just a workout. It's something for me to do other than cleaning cages and work. I also work with two identical twin belly dancers doing the fire show, which were voted sexiest twins in America on the Jenny Jones show. Yeah.
We gotta have these girls on the show. We
And then
do.
I also
Having
work
some
with
fire
a girl fire manipulator named Tanya Stone, who does some incredible things with fire also. So with all that, I have to practice out and do my martial arts too. So
to
keep up with them, yeah.
And also, with all
Keep
the
up with the
things,
women.
also
He's got
the things that Ted does, one of the most amazing things, he's a ballroom dancer.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do ballroom dancing. Yes.
I could just see him with his,
So-
with his hair and his fur dancing away.
Right. So Ted, you tell us real quick, you've been in a couple of movies recently?
Yes, well, actually, right now, Michael and I are working on a CD-ROM game called Road Rash, and we're in charge of the Harley gang. I'm the leader, and he's one of my writers on it. We're filming it currently this week out we've been in Griffith Park. We're going to be in Agora Hills. I've just finished a movie called Little Cobras, and did animal wrangling on that. And you can see me also in Under Siege 2, The Dark Territory with Steven Seagal, where I did some acting and stunt work in there.
This was great. Let's do the dance of joy and get out of here. We're going to play with some animals. The dance of joy from Spokesylvania. And thank you to Ted Shred back on here. No. Keep playing.
Underneath you.